legs, he has...
So at the election, you are going to target the clay feet, even with the bronze and the silver body.
If you get the feet, everything collapses. That's what will happen.
Does it look like because they say Tinubu has never lost an election.
Is that so?
That is what, historically speaking.
I do not think so. Everybody loses election.
Could 2027 be a first for Tinubu?
Yes, and you will see.
That Tinubu can lose 2027?
Tomorrow he will lose 2027.
What gives you that confidence?
Because I know what Nigerians are feeling outside. Tinubu never won the election of 2023, and everybody knows it. Those who want to bet, we said, fine, he has been declared winner, no problem. We acknowledge him as president, no problem. But we're going to meet him in the field. And I will see how he's going to cobble together that thing that will make him win again. It won't work. Because this time, everybody will be ready. It will no longer be an announcement at 3 a.m. Before people will wake up in the morning, they will tell you, oh, yeah, that will not work anymore. This time, people are ready, and we are ready. And the masses outside are even more ready. If you do an election today, you know what it's going to cost. How would you deal with this? That is the problem.
APC controls a quarter of the states in this country. What is left for the for parties other than the APC is less than a third of the states of the Federation. And you know, Ane, you are so experienced politically speaking that you know that structure wins election a lot of the times.
I come from Aba. And I was discussing this particular thing of saying, oh, APC has this government, that government. And people were a little worried. And I asked one of them a question. In fact, that question was asked by Governor Peter Obi. He asked someone, so this Abaribe here, will he go to area market and tell them to vote for Tinubu? He can't try it. Most of all these people who are telling you that they are following President Tinubu cannot go to their homes and say it. They can't. Why? Because they're going to be stoned when they go to say such a thing. People are suffering. The suffering is monumental. We've never had this before. And not just the suffering, the whole economy is collapsed. The security is, I mean, you have not solved it. And where would you now get that vote from? Where?
Senator.
Yes.
In all of this, there are those who will say the reasons why people are suffering, and in this government they've defended it, and they've said, look, this government is making tough decisions, and they said it, that there will be tough decisions because we've graduated from years of structural decay, and the decadence is what this government under Bola Tinubu wants to correct, and the Nigerians are wiser to see that, yes, the pain is there, but the gains are nearing. And perhaps we are gradually moving to the gain period. Do you think that kind of narrative also, and the realities on the ground, will be a game changer?
So, I ask a very simple question. What is a difficult decision? That hard decision that you're making, that you impose on a citizen who is already on the ground, you don't impose it on yourself. When you're a leader, what you do is that you show by example.
But the president has, in terms of security, for example, he has ordered VIP
please.
withdrawal of VIP protection.
What was removed? From who? Professor Wole Soyinka simply made a statement the other day. Have you heard anything about anybody removing anything from the son of the president? Please, we should always be realistic when we're saying things and also talk about what is real. The head of FIRS, have you seen his convoy? Close to 40 vehicles. Head of a an agency of government. Not to talk about, well, we don't talk about the president's own, we don't talk about the governor's own, we don't talk about the minister. What exactly are you imposing on people you're not imposing on yourself? I'm only saying, leadership demands that that thing that you want people to take, that you have to impose it on yourself. You have to cut the cost of governance. You have the cost of all this flamboyance everywhere. When you do that, then the people will believe in you. When you don't do it, how do you expect the people to believe that you actually mean what you are telling the public? Oh, you must do that. Oh, you must do that. You ask the public to, cut their coat according to their cloth. That's what you tell them. Then you go and sew a very large and big abada.
Is it fair to infer that this president is insincere with his policies and that he is not showing example, or is not leading by example? Is it fair to infer such?
When you say, is it fair, you're asking me. The evidence is there in the public.
What evidence?
The evidence of, how would you now put it? I'm trying to find a word that this cyberitic living among people in and around the president, around all the people in government, and so forth. You can't tell me to suffer while I see you living in opulence. People will never believe you. So at the moment, it's simply a question of honesty and integrity in government. There is none.
But some of the policy of this government is brought before the National Assembly, which some of you said yay to. Budget-wise, you said yay to some of those financial plans they brought to you. So if you come now and criticize the same government that you have said yay to a lot of the policies that got approval from you, the ambassadorial nomination, yay from you. Budget proposal, yay. 2024, 2025, they said they will roll it over to 2026. Some of you said yay to it. Why do you have the moral ground to now criticize a lot of the policies that were brought to you?
So
that you said
I'm a senator of the Federal Republic. I represent my constituency, and you bring a document to me, and I say I don't agree with this document, and I have some colleagues who say they agree. What do you want me to do? That is the decision of the National Assembly. It does not necessarily mean that I agree. I stayed here, show in front of you, and I said something, and nobody has controverted me to today. And I said that when the president went to buy another plane, that it was never brought to the National Assembly. Is that not what I said? Was it brought? It wasn't. So there are too many things going on in this government. People... Some lady, when they were interrogating the Minister of Works, asked a question, said, even this signature project of this thing, was there competitive bidding? Was there any EOI done? What actually happened? But it's, of course, some people went ahead and they're doing it and all that. The point really is simple, and we have to face that fact. There is state capture. What is state capture? It is when all the different arms of government are now subservient to the executive. That is exactly where we are. So it does not mean that some of you are now. It does not mean that some of us are not saying no, this is wrong.
Or your voices are drowned.
Yeah, of course. If it's drowned, well, that I didn't elect them into the National Assembly. It is their people who elected them, and it is their people who will decide. So my people in Abia South, well, they know my record, they know how I vote, and I talk to them about it.
So there are things that you are unhappy with about the policies?
Obviously, there are so many things that we are unhappy with, which we will say.
But you just add your say, or you couldn't have your way.
I will tell you one of them. On the day that they did the the voting for state of emergency, you recall that we walked out, 3 of us, when we insisted that it couldn't be by voice vote, because Section 305 is very specific on what you do. You have to have 2/3 of the membership of the of the Senate. But voice vote will never tell you whether it's 2/3 or 1/3 or so forth, or 3/4 or whatever. And we said, no, this is wrong. But then majority carried the day.
But the Supreme Court has vindicated the president's decision to say